He is an absolute gentleman. He treats everyone with respect. When we go to the steakhouse, it's just incredible how people treat him because of the way he's treated people his entire life. So he is absolutely a gentleman. He's taught me a lot. My mother was Italian. I lose my temper very quickly, and John always would grab me. He knows when I'm getting ready to go off. He said, "Bobby, keep your powder dry." That's it. So thank you, John. You've made me a better person for sure. We have some speakers that would like to come up and say a few things, and we have a couple videos honoring John. So first, I would like to invite Rick Irwin with Rick Irwin Dining Group. And Rick is the person who made the selection to hire John to the association. So great job.
Well, thank you for, Douglas, thank you for the invite. John, 9 years ago, we started this journey. And as Bobby alluded to earlier, you took over a mess. And I, of course, during the interview process, we were 1,000% transparent with you and what was ahead of you if you had chosen to take the position. And one of the things that probably I was most proud of is that at no time during the interview process did you shy away. It seemed like you got even more engaged, which I was extremely proud of. It was 9 years ago, for those, a lot of you in this room were very helpful to the association, but more importantly, y'all were helpful to me because it was a really tough time. When you're missing $480,000 out of the checking account. And those days were very difficult. Those times I told the entire team, I told Douglas and Susan and the entire team at that time that we would prevail. We had incredible support. I could not stand here today and not recognize Governor Haley for what she did and the support of the association and John. Her phone calls to me and her leadership was very timely. Bobby, I want to thank you for your leadership because it wasn't that long ago, that 9 years ago, that Douglas called me and we would have to discuss how were we going to make payroll that week. But we did. And then after my leadership and the leadership that followed did such a great job. You know, when John took over, the state of South Carolina, our industry was about $14 billion that year, 2012. And fast forward to 2021, we enjoyed about $18 billion. So you've grown this industry $4 billion, and you've done it the right way. Susan, we look forward to your leadership as well. But John has paved an incredible path of what is I am extremely proud of. And I can't thank you enough. I hope your retirement with your golf, I hope I get to play golf with you in the future. I certainly look forward to it. And I want to thank again everybody in this room for their support of John, and John for the leadership in which you accomplished. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. Next, we have Chet Patel.
Okay, thank you, Bobby. So, I'm pretty much the new guy on in the room here. We started a partnership with the Asian American Hotel Owners Association and the South Carolina Restaurant Lodging Association about 4 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And it's been a long 4 years for both associations. We've actually been through 3 CEO changes as well, so I know what this feels like, having to transition from one to another. I actually just appointed a new one, but John, it's been quite interesting with COVID, working with the 2 associations. Both teams work hand in hand to make what we do, what we want to do, continue with what we want to do. Many times this year, we've had calls, John, we got this idea. Let's run it at the flagpole. Can't do it. Why not? Just can't do it. Certain times you call them, 9 o'clock at night, John, got an idea. John, it's 9 o'clock. Yeah, but I have an idea, let's run it at the flagpole. So, it's been great working with John. I know we've tried setting up a golf tournament in Beaufort 2 years ago, and then this 5-letter thing came out. We had to cancel that, but come on down to Beaufort, you got myself, Jonathan's down there, let's go play a round of golf. I know you love it, so. And then, actually, Susan, pick up the...
You won't be play golf.
Oh, no, I'm not asking you to play golf. I'm just asking you to bring the golf tournament back over to Dotton. So every one of us can come down and play golf there together.
There we go.
Bobby, it's been great.
It's been real.
It's been real. Let's take this association to new elevation and continue working hard for everyone that's in this industry.
Thank you. Now we have a couple short videos. The first one is from the Council of State Restaurant Association CEOs. They wanted to send this video to John.
And there we are.
Great. This is SCPRT. Dwayne Parrish could not be here, and he really, during COVID especially, John and I, Dwayne, Douglas, and the entire staff, we stayed on the phone every day, 7 days a week, and Dwayne really wanted to be here, and so he has a message for John also.
John, what a big day for you, and what a day that in the industry that you will be sorely missed. It's been such a pleasure here to be at PRT and really following your footsteps here as the agency. You've done so much for the hotel and restaurant industry. In the last 10 years of my working with you, I think we've accomplished a lot together. I know I'm going to miss you, and I apologize I can't be there today, but I know I'm thinking about you. I know you're looking forward to retirement. You and Martha should have a great time. Enjoy all of South Carolina, but remember, spend your money in South Carolina. Enjoy the golf course, hit them well, hit them straight, and look forward to playing with you soon. Take care, John.
Next, we have Chip Rogers. He's the president and CEO of the AHLA. And Chip was here with us last year to our awards.
Hey John, it's Chip Rogers from AHLA. Look, through the years I've had the opportunity to travel the entire country, and even though I'm a very proud Georgian, I tell people all the time, the nicest people in America are in South Carolina, and I mean that. And no one, I repeat, no one represents South Carolina better than you. You have been an incredible ambassador for our industry. Thank you for all that you've done through the years. I know you're going to enjoy retirement. You absolutely deserve an amazing retirement. I just hope we get to spend some more time together. And thank you for being a friend, not just to me, but to our entire industry. So best wishes, John, on your special day.
Next, we have an NRA video with Sean Kennedy, Vice President of the National Restaurant Association.
Hi, I'm Sean Kennedy with the National Restaurant Association. From all of us here in Washington, D.C., congratulations and thanks to John Durst for 9 years of amazing leadership at the SCRLA. He has lived and done a lifetime over those 9 years, and we are far better off as a result. Just since my tenure, the things that we've secured on everything from fixing QUIP to creating the Restaurant Revitalization Fund to getting more funding for restaurants and hotels in PPP, states like South Carolina have been absolutely critical in driving the value of the hospitality sector here in Washington, and John has been a critical part of all of that. If anyone deserves some time off, it'll be John. Excited to see what his next chapter will be, but he is leaving this association and this industry in a far better place, and we're so appreciative for it. So John, thank you for everything. Please stay in touch. We'll continue to call you, and best of luck.
Great. Would the staff please come up? We have a gift presentation for John, for Mr. Durst. It's a new car. Golf cart. What's a golf cart?
So John, on behalf of the staff, the members of the SCRLA and board of directors, we wanted to offer you a gift, but we weren't sure exactly what you would want for retirement. So we're going to give you an option. Option A is Crystal's got gift, so you can pick Crystal's gift, right? You have option B, which is a gift that Lenz's got, or you can pick option C, which is an option that I have. So we know it's going to be a tough choice because Martha's got the to-do list, so I know Crystal's gift will come in very handy. There isn't a day that goes by that it's not sun shining and at least 50 degrees that you don't want to be on the golf course, so Lenz's gift will be enticing, but you're not really sure what's in the envelope.
John, go with option D, all give up.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So if you'll come up, we'll get this for you. Thank you very much for your service and your friendship and everything you've done for the association.
Thank you.
And us.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks.
So I guess all of you heard, as I did, a very common theme, and I think Lindsay might need to hide that gift, or he will take option D. I've known John for so many years, and we have met together, talked about things, so it was very comforting to me to know that I was following in such great footsteps, big ones, but great, to have set the association on the path that we're on now. Like Rick, I remember what we were facing, and when John was chosen, it just, everybody was like, wow, this is the perfect choice. This is the person who can bring us out of this time, and he certainly did that. And some of you may or may not know that over the last couple of months, I started back in September, John was very gracious to stay on board and to really kind of act as an advisor, helping me to find my way and getting back into the association world. It feels, I've jokingly, it's a bad joke, but I've jokingly said to a lot of people that I feel like I'm on the Benjamin Button career path, because if you don't know, back in the 80s, I ran the hotel side of the association. So in a lot of ways, it was very comfortable to come back in and see so many familiar faces, to unfortunately hear some of the same challenges that we have faced over the years, but to be very energized, especially even by what we heard today, as far as everyone's desire to really take the foundation that John and the staff have provided for us to move forward and take everything back to the next level and really secure that place that we have, that we all know we have in the state, both economically, just to be that driving force, and we couldn't have done that without you. And you are always welcome in the office. I still owe you lunch, and probably going to get you back on that 18th green to show everybody, the way the ball's gonna roll. So I would love to have you come up and say a few words and just thank you graciously. I have more orange in my wardrobe than he does.
Well, first of all, thanks to each of you for being here. I'm deeply grateful and extremely humbled and overwhelmed by all this. Whatever successes we've achieved that have been discussed today, it's been because we've done them as a team. and we've all pulled together. We've had the same goals. When I first met with Rick and David to talk about this position, I knew that, and you were very kind in your comments, Rick. I knew that this industry would come together and recover and demonstrate its resilience, because when I was at PRT, we faced some of the same challenges on the aftermath of 9/11. And so I knew that this industry, with its vitality, with its commitment, would recover. And so it's been a long road that we have. But I want to dial it back just a second to that last meeting I had with the two of you, where we came to terms. I had a real good feeling about that meeting. I'll tell you why. Because it was held in what is our office suite, which is 1210. My birthday is December the 10th. So I felt like, maybe this thing is sort of in the cards, that it might work out. And to add to that, the day that you set to announce that I was going to have the honor to hold this position was my wife's birthday. So, hey man, there's karma there somewhere. But I genuinely appreciate what has been said. Chet, we have been working together to make sure that folks understand the importance that your members and we have, and also to strengthen the dialogue with the legislators. And thank you for what you have been doing, especially with regard to Hospitality Day, and that means a lot. I can't say enough about this guy. He's just been terrific. When Katie and now Linda have reached out to him to do a press interview, he's always done it. He served on Accelerate SC and did a fabulous job representing our industry. Helen, of course, chaired committee, and Bobby served on it. And that was really where we were doing the best we could, working with that committee and other groups to try and come up with reasonable guidelines and goals for us as an industry to meet. What did we want to do, and how are we going to go about doing it? And please give Helen my best. I mean that. The first Governor's Conference on Tourism I attended when I was head of PRT was at the Convention Center in North Charleston. Helen introduced me, so she had to go way back. But the fact that these gentlemen from the two national associations have been gracious enough to say what they did, that's not about me. That's about y'all. That's about what y'all have done to work day in and day out, and in the last 20 plus months doing things you never envisioned that you were going to be called upon to do because of the work shortage. And we've heard some awesome stories from around the state about that. Tom Props and I were talking before this luncheon started about the challenges, of course, that he's being faced with dealing with the supply chain. And so, there's a lot of stuff that out there still that needs to be done with. But of this you can be sure, we're going to keep growing. We're going to keep providing world-class service to people who come to our restaurants, who stay in our hotels. We're going to keep strengthening our attractions so that people will look on South Carolina as a destination for many reasons. The golf industry is doing very, very well. And so you can look for continued growth in that sector also. So I think, my good friend, that you're coming in at an excellent time, and thank you for your awfully gracious remarks about what I'm leaving you as a passing the torch. But I know that you will have, you're not going to discover this because you already know it, but you will have the opportunity really to lead a great industry to even greater heights because of all the potential that is there. Bobby has been working extremely hard in setting some guidelines and posts, yardsticks around there for us to meet. And I think that strategic, as we do some more strategic planning, that those can be met, and they will be met very effectively. And I say that just because we don't know exactly what the future holds, but we have developed mechanisms by which we as an association can come together and meet them and exceed expectations to the best of our ability. I just, on a personal note, can't thank you enough for giving me the opportunity, the honor to serve you all during this time, and you have every reason to be excited about what Susan will be doing, and I'm going to be your biggest fan. You may be assured of that. So let's just realize that, and I'm very grateful as to what you and others have said, but because of each of you, and because of what I know Susan is going to be doing, that truly the best is yet to come. Thank you.
As well as I know you, I never thought you'd be paying for birthday gifts. Y'all did give his birthday December the 10th.